Unitas Therapy Intelligence contains a calendar feature to help you plan and track activities in your center. To access the calendar, go to the main menu, select My Workspace, and select Calendar. Here you can choose how to view your calendar by month, week, or day. You can filter for just events that are related to specific clients in this selector. And administrators are able to filter and view other user calendars from this dropdown. Let's take a look at what Beverly has on her calendar. Selecting another user shows just their events on this screen, and I can go back to my calendar by reselecting myself. Selecting Center shows events created with the center-wide visibility that are on all user calendars. In this video, we'll look at how to create events of all types, how to confirm events, and how to create simple reports in the session tracking report here in the Reports and Tracking area. To create an event, click the red button at the bottom of the screen. First, determine the visibility of the event, choosing one of these options. Center-wide adds an event on all user calendars. Only Me creates an event just on your own calendar. Share creates an event on your calendar and whomever you choose to share it with. Create As creates an event on behalf of a different user or multiple users and adds it only to their calendar, not your own. The visibility you choose cannot be edited after saving the event. Center-wide are great for things that all users in your organization should know about, such as holidays or other events appropriate for all users to see. It's important to note that center-wide events are not included in the session tracking report. Share or Create As events let you include other users in your center using this icon. A list of users appears here. Check the box next to each name for whom you'd like to include in your event. To pick everybody on the same page, use the checkbox at the top of the list. And make sure you scroll to other pages to select users on those pages if you have more than one. Search for specific users in these search boxes by user ID or name, or use the filters at the top to select users that share a client with you under Client Team Members or by their role. When you're done, click the blue Select button here. The selected users will be displayed in this area for review. Enter a start and end date for your event using the blue calendar icons. Click the Today button for today's date, or choose another date in the calendar. Months and years can be selected from these drop-downs or using these arrow keys. Enter the time of the event using the arrows or by typing directly into the field. When you're done, click outside of this pop-up and it will save. And repeat that for the end date. If you want to create a recurring event, toggle the repeat switch and choose daily, weekly, or monthly. Daily will create the event every day, Monday through Sunday, through the end date that you set below. Weekly lets you choose which days of the week the event should recur on. I'll choose Monday through Friday to make my event every business day, every week. Setting an end date is required, but if you don't know when the event should stop repeating, choose a date in the future, and you'll be able to edit this information later on. This field lets you type the date in the box or choose from the selector. Create a name for your event in the subject line. This information is displayed on the calendar, so it's recommended to keep this short. There is a character limit of 100 characters. Adding a service code and a client are optional, but by doing so, you'll be able to see these events in the session tracking report, as long as the visibility is not set to center-wide. Service codes you see here are created in another area that's found in Center Service Codes. Service codes can also be used in session notes. So it's very important to note that codes added to calendar events are only tracked in the session tracking report, not in the session notes dashboard or in other custom reports. Nor are the unit limits and other criteria able to be tracked. Please see the tutorial videos for using service codes in the calendar and in session notes to learn more. One code can be added to a calendar event. The description is optional, but can appear in your session tracking reports if you wish. When you're done, click Save, and your event is now viewable in the calendar to you and any other users with whom you've shared the event. Color identification is set by the service code. The default color for a calendar event that does not contain a service code is blue. Service code colors can be edited in the service codes area. Click on a particular event in the calendar to see its details and perform other actions. To change event details, click the Edit button here. In the Edit screen, you can change the start and end dates, the subject, service codes, client, and description. The visibility cannot be changed after an event is saved, and the repeat switch cannot be toggled off, but after you change details about the event, you'll have a choice of which events in the series that they will affect. For example, if I change the time and click Save, I have options for which event that should affect. Only this event, this and all following events, or all events. Select Delete if you remove the event from the calendar. If this is a recurring event, you'll be presented with the options of which events in the series it should affect. I will choose only this event. This is a permanent action and cannot be undone. If I choose to only affect one particular date, then past and future events still appear in the calendar and in session tracking report as normal. Events also have a feature to help you and your staff keep track of completed therapy sessions, as well as sessions that were not completed for some reason. Perhaps a staff member called in sick, or the client had a last-minute doctor's appointment. This feature is useful in improving your billing processes, and I'll show you how to use it now. If I return to an event and click on it, this pop-up window will appear, and I can review the event's information. Here at the bottom, there's an option to designate whether an event was completed or not. If the session was completed as normal, I can select Yes, and the event is automatically updated. And I can close the pop-up window by clicking the X at the top right of the window or clicking Cancel. Let's say for that this session, my client was sick and the therapy session was canceled. In this case, I select No, and an additional field appears here. I can select the reason the session was canceled from this list, or I can scroll down and see the option for Other, which lets me put in my own reason. I'm going to choose that this client was sick. Once again, information is updated automatically, and I can close the pop-up window. To see a compiled list of data about these events, I can go to the Session Tracking Report in Reports and Tracking. Here in the Session Tracking Report, I can quickly view information about client sessions. Typing into this field's list by client, I can change the reporting start date and end date to see more information. You can see a total of the hours for the sessions here. I'd like to get a total of actual hours seen with this client. I can edit the events back in the calendar and put in the actual time they were there. I can add more columns to this page clicking this icon. And I can filter using these boxes at the top of the columns. I can also filter by whether service was completed or not and the reason it was not completed. For instance, if I'd like to see a report of how many clients were sick for the month of June, I can set my reporting start and end date accordingly and change this filter, service completed, to no and client sick. As long as my event does not have the visibility of center-wide and has a client and a service code attached to it, this information will be in this report. I can use this icon to export this information to Excel or PDF. I can also use these tabs to view information by therapist, I can see a total hour from my therapist associated with an event and filter for them in these boxes, and by service completed. Or I can see center activity by code. It's important to note that this only shows me codes associated with events. Once again, this does not show me any information about service codes when they are used in session notes. Session notes and service codes are tracked in the dashboard. Information is not shared between those two reports. When sharing calendar events with one or more users, UnitedSTI offers an option to track whether or not those users have seen the event on their calendar. Users can confirm that they have received the shared event. Begin by creating a new event and selecting Share as the visibility. Choose a user or users from this list and set a start and end date. Enter the remaining event information and click Save. The event can now be viewed in the calendar. Clicking on the event will open this pop-up window. Beneath the event description, there is a slider labeled Confirm. To confirm that the event was received, move the slider on and close the window by clicking X. To view a list of users who have confirmed receiving the shared event, click the event one more time and select Edit. Here you can see users who've confirmed receiving the shared event in green and users who have not yet indicated that they have viewed the event in their calendar in red. Users with lower access levels have the ability to confirm the event, but do not have access to edit the information.